to with regards to food wastage. According to the Department of Science of Innovation and Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, an estimated, listen to this Jamaatul Muslimin, an estimated 10.3 million tons of food and beverages, which is about 34.3% of local food production. And I'm not speaking, this is not statistics referring to global. This is referring to South Africa, Junub Afrika, as here in South Africa. How much food we wasting? So much food is wasted in South Africa, amounting to 61.5 billion a year. And yet our roads is like, we're going on to the farmlands, and things is looking like it is, but we're wasting so much money. While our country has these shocking food waste statistics, we also have a problem of acute food insecurity. So we're wasting so much money and we're wasting so much food, and at the same time, look to where we have come to, Muslimin. And at the same time, we have food insecurity. What is food insecurity? Food insecurity is we have people in South Africa that is living off food that is doubtful. What do I mean doubtful? Food that they have to consume, because if they don't eat it, they're going to die. And at the same time, like I mentioned, we have so much food being wasted. Statistics South Africa indicates that almost 20% of South African households have inadequate access to food. In South Africa, a third of all food is never consumed. A third of all food is never consumed and ends up at the rubbish dumps. The energy, and we can end off with this, the energy wasted every year in South Africa for producing food that is not eaten is estimated as enough power to light up the city of Johannesburg. We must do some research on this, Jamaat, and see with regards to how we eat and how we wasting food. The wasted embedded water. With regards to the water, we have a water shortage, but we're wasting so much water. The wasted embedded water would fill over 600,000 Olympic swimming pools. So we need to question ourselves in what we're doing. That's my just touching on the tip of the iceberg with regards to how we waste. May Allah not make us of those who waste, Muslimin. It's a reflection for myself. Allah saying here in this ayah, Allah ends of the ayah by saying, إِنَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. Allah hates those. May Allah not make us fall into the category of those who waste, whether it be with food, whether it be with anything that would be excessive. And when I speak of food, I also mean, firstly for myself and all of us, not overindulging. Ya Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has informed us in the beautiful hadith, "Ma malayn adami wi'an sharran min batni." Look at our batns. Look at our stomachs. May Allah give us, may Allah, Ya Rabbil Alameen, may Allah grant us goodness, Jamaatul Muslimin. Ya Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is informing us in the hadith that the worst vessel, he's not referring to Muslims, he's saying the son of Adam, all humanity, that the son of Adam can fill is his stomach. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ukulat yuqimna sulbahu. He says only enough just to fill our backs or to keep our backs straight. فَإِنْ كَانَ لَا مَحَالَةَ فَثُلُثْ لِطَعَامِي وَثُلُثْ لِشَرَابِي وَثُلُثْ لِنَفْسِي. And that's the etiquette of how we should go about eating. But what do? I go out tonight with my friends, there's a buffet. There's there's sushi, there's different things. I need to have everything. I make a Eiffel Tower, but I'm not going to eat everything, but I pack everything because I paid for the buffet and I need to. But I don't say shayar for shayar, I eat a little bit at a time, but instead I eat and I leave the rest and it must just go to waste. Go more into research and look at the Muslim countries, Doha, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, all of these places. How much food do they waste? And there's people who's going hungry, there's people who's eating doubtful food. May Allah give us understanding, Jamaatul Muslimin. So with that being said, Jamaatul Muslimin, and food wastage, like I mentioned, our first connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our deen and our family. And what can we teach them and all of us? What solutions can we also put into place? How can we tie that camel? A few tips. And this is taken from someone who has changed the percentage in Denmark. Reduce the percentage of consumption of food wastage in Denmark so much with all of just by applying the tips in the country of Denmark. which I want to share with us, on how we can also come to bring these qualities into our lives with regards to food wastage, or to prevent food wastage. Number one, they say used by date. There's a difference between a used by date and a best before date. Used by date you'll normally see on laham, on meat, or fish, or chicken. The moment something such as rice, such as meat or chicken comes to that date, then it's expired. Then it's not good to eat. However, there's a difference between a best before date. Best before date, such as which we will get on chocolates or on rice. How many of us can attest to it that if it has the date is expired, the chocolate maybe next week will still right? And in this way, we avoid throwing away best before things because it's still right, such as rice, chocolates, biscuits, etc. Also, very beautiful point they shared with us, our freezers, Jamaat Muslimin. How many of us store things in our freezers? We store it in our freezer for a later stage, but we store it so long in our freezer, months go by, sometimes even years go by, we don't even know what we stored in the freezer anymore. So after some time, what happens? The food that we stored will eventually go into the rubbish dump. Because we stored it there so long and we forgot what it was, and we want to clean the freezer out and we just throw it away. Where in the beginning I could have made a niyyah, wrapped that food up and made a niyyah to give it to someone who would need it at that moment. Also, I don't know if we realize, the marketing of the West, very strong and very good. They have brainwashed us so. The trolleys and the way that they want us to shop. The trolleys has actually been made bigger because they want us to buy more and unnecessary. Also, what this person in Denmark has revealed, that our minds has been so brainwashed that when we go to the supermarket and we want to buy an apple or an orange or a banana, and we see the ad of that apple or that banana on that, when we go to the shop, we want to see that. So what does that cause? That causes us to go into the shop, and I list for this banana, and I'm expecting to see that banana. But we must remember that nature doesn't produce perfect. You won't always see a perfect banana or a perfect apple. So what do? I go into the shop and I avoid all of those things. I avoid everything that maybe an apple has 2 bumps. I avoid all of it because I want to see a perfect red, luscious apple. And that has a ripple effect. It causes the farmers to avoid that by sending it to the market. Or if they do send it, then what do the shopkeepers do? They throw it out and it all gets wasted. Whereas if you're going to buy that apple that looks a bit funny or that banana that looks a bit funny, it was going to be the same taste. But because our minds want to see that, we avoid it, and that causes huge food wastage. May Allah give us understanding to what we see. And lastly, we can end up with this. Let us not get fooled by those 3-for-1 deals. What do they say? 2 for 1. 3 for 1, yeah. When you go to the shop, they tell you, no, you can buy this 3 and you'll get pay for 2. What happens many times when you do this? We buy it and the third thing, it gets wasted. So let us not get fooled by buying 3 for 1, 4 for 5 and all of that deals. Buy what we need, Jamaat Muslimin. And very lastly, what this person has revealed to us also, very beautifully, amazing, that they want us when we go shopping to use a trolley. They want us to use a trolley. Why? Because if you take a trolley, the trolley is on wheels. So you don't feel the weight that you're pushing, so you're just loading. You're just loading. So what do they advise us? That if you go shopping for necessity, unless now you have a big shopping and you need the trolley to go, then you need a trolley. But if you're going to go into the shop just for need and you need to get a few things, then rather take a basket. Because by you taking a basket, you feel the weight that is getting heavy and you can realize, I need to get to the counter because I'm carrying a weight around me the whole time. And that's the difference between wheels and carrying a basket. And in that way, you save food, Jamaat Muslimin. Wastage. May Allah give us understanding. That is only a few tips, Jamaat Muslimin. And now we go again back. How perfect is our deen? We go again back to the deen of Islam, to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where as we grew up, and many can attest to this too. When Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has informed us in the hadith, reported by Jabir and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, قال إذا أكل أحدكم طعاما فسقطت لقمة فليمت ما رابه منها ثم لا يطعمها ولا يضعها لشيطان. How many of us can relate to this, Jamaat Muslimin? That as we grew up, our parents, our grandparents, our aunties, or our uncles, when we eat, don't leave it for shaitan. The food, don't leave it for shaitan. Did they just speak of their hawa? Many things so beautifully now. Our old people, or our parents, or our aunties, when we do a little bit of research and we read a little bit, we see that, yeah, it's in the hadith, yeah, it's in the Quran. Yeah, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is informing us in a sound hadith. That Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying that if you eat and something falls onto the floor, a lukma, a piece of food falls onto the floor, then pick it up and blow it off and eat the part that's right. And what is he saying? وَلَا يَضَعَهَا لِشَيْطَانِ. When you eat, don't leave anything for shaitan, Ya Rabbal Alamin. Did mommy just say that because of saying it? She must have got it from someone who got it from someone. Look how strong this is. Look how Allahu Akbar. Nothing Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam speaks of his hawa. Ma yantiqu anil hawa. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't speak of his own desire. Everything has been revealed to him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, he's saying, don't leave anything for shaitan. May Allah make us of those who don't leave any food for shaitan. We hate shaitan, Ya Rabbal Alamin. And also with regards to food, what is the adab, especially our small ones, to teach them how to eat? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentions again in the hadith. عن أبي هريرة أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا أكل أحدكم فليلعق أصابه فإنه لا يدري في أيديهن البركة. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that when you eat, that eat with your asabi', eat with your hands. Now we get those people that come, no, but this is unhygienic, miswak, Jamaat Muslimin, whatever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whatever the Quran says, if it's there, sami'ana wa ta'ana, nothing of unhygienic. The deen is perfect. There's no aib. There's no defect in the deen. Whatever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, the Quran says, we obey. Yeah, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, eat with your hands. We eat with our hands. Why? فَلَا يَدْرِي أَيَّتِ فِي أَيَّتِهِنَّ الْبَرَكَةِ. Because when you eat with your hands and you finish with your hands, lick your hands because you don't know where the barakah is. May Allah grant us barakah. So through this Jamaat Muslimin, we ask Almighty Allah to reflect on this, to go home and convey out to our families the importance of not wasting food. The little bit that we can contribute, let's contribute to it. If we all go home and teach our family different, imagine everyone should do that. Everyone should go home and sit down with their family and teach them beautiful adab and teach them beautiful etiquettes. How of a great place will this be? We ask Almighty Allah to give us understanding, Jamaat Muslimin. We ask Almighty Allah to make us of those that never fall into the category of what He mentions here, إِنَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. That Allah hates those who practice on wastage. May Allah never ever make us of those, Ya Rabbil Alameen. فَإِنْ كَانَ صَوَابًا مِنَ اللَّهِ وَإِنْ كَانَ خَطَأً فَمِنِّي وَمِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ وَاللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ بَرِيئًا مِنْهُ. Whatever I mentioned today of Quran, ayat or hadith, if it is correct, it's only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it is wrong, it's from me and shaitan, and Allah is Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is free from any error.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسل بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة من يطيع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى ومن يطعهما فإنه قد غوى وإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا إن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن خير الأمور أوازمها وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثات بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في كتاب المجيد يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
اللهم صل وسلم وزد وأهدم وأنئم وتفضل وبارك بجلالك وكمالك على زين عبادك وأشرف العباد سيدنا ومولانا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الأمين. أما بعد فيا معشر المسلمين أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في كتاب الكريم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد بعدد من صلى وصام. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد بعدد من قاد وقام. اللهم صل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى سائر الصحابة والتابعين وعلى عبادك الصالحين. اللهم أيد الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم واجعلنا منهم واخذل من خذل دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا تجعلنا منهم. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ثبتنا على الإسلام. اللهم نور قلوبنا بالنور الإيمان. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمركم بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجيب لكم ولذكر الله تعالى أعلى وأولى وأزل وجل وتم وهم وأكبر. أقيموا الصلاة.